everybody, it's Femtrooper, and today I'm going to be doing a video that's not a review and not pickups, but rather a video on why I think you should own a Wii U. And the reason I'm doing this video is because it seems to be the underrated console right now, the console everyone thinks is failing, the console that lots of third-party developers aren't giving any support to, blah, blah, blah. The Wii U is not getting enough love, and I think that is absolutely, like, just dumb. Sorry, but I'm really upset. So, 3, 6, 9. Wow, I think I have 13 games here for the Wii U. The console came out in November of 2012, and I actually bought it on launch day. Do I regret that? Only slightly, because it has gone down by $50, and I didn't really need to buy it at launch. There was only one game I wanted. I could have waited. But however, it was only $50, not really a big deal, and I'm so happy to be a Wii U owner. And I think if you guys don't have one, I really think you should consider it, and I'm hoping I can consider a few of you to purchase one. There's a few people out there I'm not going to, influence, because there are people that simply are not Nintendo people. The person out there who just wants to play like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo, stuff like that. The Wii U is probably not a console for you if that's the only kind of thing you buy. If you're like a hardcore Microsoft, Sony person, or just one of those two, then you're not the kind of person this video is aimed at. I realize you'll never ever buy a Wii U, and that's cool. However, there are people who are out there who have owned previous Nintendo consoles. They owned a Wii. They're not sure should they buy a Wii U. There are people out there that don't even know what the Wii U is. And I'm going to state very clearly, it's Nintendo's newest console. It's no different than the PS4 from the PS3. It's the new console. They might as well have called it the Wii 2. I don't know, or just a completely different name. Besides the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, generally Nintendo has changed the name, right? Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, they're always different. It's not PS1, 2, 3, 4, or Xbox something, right? So regardless, it's the newest console. The graphics, in my opinion, look fantastic. Are they PS4 or Xbox One graphics? No, but that's not what this console is for. Like, if you want the best new graphics to play The Last of Us, like, sorry, this console perhaps isn't for you. But I don't think that's what makes a great console, and I don't think that's what makes great games. So I have a bunch of games here, and so this is kind of almost a collection update or video, whatever, but we're going to talk about why the Wii U is worth owning. I also want to mention the PS4 and the Xbox One have been out almost a year. They came out in November. Was the Xbox One, I think, early December? Either way, they came out, just before Christmas. It's, practically almost the fall now. So they've been out for a long time, and I can tell you there isn't one game right now on the PS4 that I'm interested in. You guys know I'm not really an Xbox person. The only reason that I will end up getting an Xbox One in the future is for exclusives, particularly Forza, because my boyfriend really likes that. But I really don't have an interest in getting an Xbox One in the near future at all. I do want to get a PS4. I probably will get one actually at the end of this year. We both planned on getting it. That's sort of a for sure. However, there are games coming out for it. But that's after a year, and there isn't any game right now I'm remotely interested in. In fact, a lot of the games for the PS4 are sort of just remasters. Like, I already own The Last of Us, and I already own Tomb Raider. I'm not going to buy a new console just to have, remastered awesome graphics. They already look good. I'm happy. However, the Wii U has brought lots of new games to the table, lots of fun experiences. And the other thing I want you guys to ask yourself is, what makes a console worth owning? Because I think that that's really important. If you're happy that you've got, 5 solid games, like when you spend $300, $400 on a new console, how many games do you have to make that console worth owning? For some people, it's one. There are seriously people that bought a Wii U just for Mario Kart 8. That's great, whatever. I don't know if I could do that. It depends. There are some people that need to get like at least 10 solid games out of a console. Also keep in mind that these consoles usually last like 6, 7, almost 10 years. Let's just say a decade to make things easier. That's a long time, and in the short, almost 2 years, year and a half that the Wii U has been out, I already own 13 games for it. So That's a lot. Considering that, I mean, I have, recently really picked up on the gaming in the last 2-3 years than I had in the past. But, when I look here at my Wii collection, which I thought the Wii was a fantastic console, by the way, I don't have as many games, and that has been out since like 2006. At the rate I'm going, I should have had 40 games for the Wii, and I don't, or more, 50 games. So the Wii U, I am absolutely loving. So let's take a look at some of the games I have. And like I said, I did buy it at launch, and when I bought it at launch, I got the deluxe one, which had more, storage and everything. And it also came with Nintendo Land, which is this game right here. You can buy this. I thought it was good for free. I don't know if this is a game that I would spend like $50 on, to be honest, which is kind of what I did because I paid the extra $50, but I got more storage, like more memory storage on my console. Basically, it's kind of like a Wii Party kind of game. There's lots of different fun stuff you can play with several people, which is another great thing about about Nintendo, actually. They're really good for playing with people in the room. You want to play Battlefield with a bunch of buddies, you're generally going to play with them online. And that's great if you have friends all over the world. That's fun. But you just want to play like a first-person shooter on the couch? I don't know. The Wii, Nintendo is really good for stuff like that. They're really good for just playing a game, 2 friends on the couch, 4 people. It's awesome. So this game is kind of like that. To be honest with you, I haven't really played this too much, but it's not a game that I would ever, just shelf completely. I just have to get back into it. But definitely a neat game to actually just come with the console. So right there, that's kind of cool. The next game, these are in no order, by the way. So yeah, actually the next game is another game I did actually buy at launch, came out at launch. I think it's fantastic, and that's the new Super Mario Bros. U. Lots of people are slamming the new Super Mario Bros. Series just because it hasn't brought anything too new to the table. But honestly, this game looks really good. Graphics, this shines. This is like, it looks really crystal clear. I was really excited to see, Mario in HD. Looks really good, and this was like a really fun, solid game. We beat this. I thought this was awesome. I don't think I did a review on it, but this is a really fun game. I honestly love all the Mario games, and while this doesn't bring tons new to the table, they're all new levels. There's all sorts of new stuff. I really, really enjoyed this. And you know what? Honestly, I do think Nintendo consoles are worth it just for the Mario games, because there are other games that I enjoy, like Uncharted or, Assassin's Creed, whatever. Those aren't games I'm going to buy a Nintendo console for. You have to understand that. While they do sometimes do that, like you can buy Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U and whatever, which I kind of want, is it's like $13 at EB Games, so maybe. But anyway, honestly, that's why I have a Nintendo console, for all the Nintendo exclusives. And realistically, don't people buy consoles for the exclusives? There are games that come out on everything, like Watch Dogs or Call of Duty and whatever, but there are exclusives, like, Last of Us, Uncharted. People own a PlayStation console for those games. People own an Xbox for Halo or Gears of War. People own consoles for the exclusives. I own a Nintendo for all the exclusives, and I happen to like a lot of the exclusives that they offer. So new Super Mario Bros. U, I thought was awesome. Lots of people maybe not so happy because it's something they've seen before, but honestly, guys, this is a really fun game. Solid. The next game is one that is, really, really helped the Wii U in sales, and honestly, it is amazing. I still haven't done my review on it, but, here's a teaser. This game, Mario Kart 8, one of the best. This is fantastic, guys. Like, really good. I bought the Mario Kart for the Wii back when it came out on this first day, with the wheel and everything. And it was fun, but I was just not into it. This game, however, okay, this is an amazing looking game. People slam the Wii U for not having good graphics. No, this game looks really good. Everything. The tracks look great. The character design looks great. The music in this game is excellent. Like, I listened to it at work. It's so good. This is worth buying a Wii U for right here. Like, do not pass this up. If you're a Mario Kart fan, you're not going to get it on PS4 and you're not going to get it on Xbox One. you have to own a Wii U for this, and it's really good. And also the best part is the Wii U is not even as expensive as the other consoles, and you get enjoyment out of it with several people, because it's a lot of games, they're multiplayer, not necessarily online. But I might add, the online feature for this is fantastic, and I've played several times with lots of YouTubers online. We had the AGP game night with this, and I have never been so addicted to a racing game. I love Mario Kart, but I've never liked it this much. This is top notch. I really think that they overdid themselves on this. It's really fun. Dustin Christ said this in his video, but this is the kind of game where I never buy DLC for, but if they release new tracks for this, I will definitely buy new tracks for this game. It's that good. And I know, guys, I say a lot of games are awesome, but this game is really good. Like, if you don't have a Wii U, this is really honestly worth it just for this right here. Me and my boyfriend played this together. It's so fun. We brought it to people's houses. I've played it online. It's so fun, and it's not getting old, guys. So definitely a really good game to check out. The next game I've got here is actually another game that's excellent, like over the top. So much so that I'm actually willing to say it's in my top 2 Mario games ever. Like, as far as like 2D stuff, like not including Mario Tennis and all that, or Mario Kart. And that would be Super Mario 3D World. This this is really good. If you guys own a 3DS and you played Super Mario 3D Land and you thought that was awesome, this takes that game and just like blows it out of the water. That game, like 3D Land, was like phenomenal in my opinion. I loved everything about it. They really changed a lot and added so many new things. The levels in this are so creative. It's honestly fantastic. And I also, the soundtrack to this is freaking amazing. I listen to it at home. I listen to it at work. It's so good, guys. This is another one. I'm serious. I'm so like over the moon about this game. I always sort of thought Super Mario World was my favorite Mario game. And I think it still might be due to nostalgia and stuff, and it's really hard to top that game. A lot of people, it's Super Mario Bros. 3, which is another like fantastic game. But this game is really top notch. Like, I enjoy this more than, you know, Super Mario 64. I enjoy it more than the new Super Mario Bros. U series, etc. So, you know, really worth it, in my opinion. Again, I'm a huge like platformer person, and this is no disappointment by any means. This is fantastic. I need to do some kind of review, whether it's written on my blog or a video, because this is really good, and visually like looks so crisp and excellent. Like, they did a really good job on this game. Next game is another weird game, another weird Wii U game. Obviously not an exclusive to the Wii U, but that's Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Just recently purchased this. So fun, guys. The reason we actually bought this is actually Aerodynamics was talking about it with me on Twitter, and he was saying it was really good for multiplayer, like on the couch, not just like online. Because me and my boyfriend wanted just a fun first-person shooter to play on the couch together, rather than have to go online and all this crap. This game, it's awesome. I realized it you know, this game would look much better on the PS4, and a lot of people like these kind of games for the awesome graphics, but actually the graphics don't look that bad. And the best part about this game is if it's just 2-player, you actually don't have to do split screen, because with the awesome gamepad for the Wii U, and if you guys don't know, crap, I don't have it next to me and I'm not getting up to get it, but the Wii U, the controller actually has a screen on it. So I know a lot of people know, but there might be somebody out there who doesn't. So what's awesome about that feature too is you can always turn the TV off, switch to another input, watch a show, and you and somebody else or you can actually still be playing a game. So with this, somebody can actually be playing on the screen, somebody can be playing on the TV screen, which is like super awesome, because that means you both have a full screen to yourself as opposed to split screen. Yeah, when you start playing with adding more people, because we've played with 3 players, there is a split screen. You can't use the gamepad for it, but it's really fun. The levels are awesome. I don't know, there's all sorts of different fun like party modes. I'm actually having so much fun with this game, and it's totally worth it for the Wii U, and it's not very expensive. We got this for $20 and it is a great $20 to spend. So, you know, if you're looking for variety, not just like, you know, Mario games, get this. It's really worth it on the Wii U. Who knew? Really fun game, actually. Next one is that I have is Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Originally was put out on the GameCube. I never had a GameCube, as you guys know, and so I was really excited to play this. This game, I'm sorry, but everyone slams the Wii U for the shitty graphics. I don't know what they're talking about. This looks fantastic. This cel-shaded graphics in this game looks so good. You know, I'm so excited to play it all the time. It's a really fun game. I realize it's a port, but it looks great. And if you've never played it, like somebody like me, then this is a really great opportunity to play it. You know, the map is on the gamepad. I'm really enjoying this. I'm playing it, me and my boyfriend are playing it together. So we haven't finished it, but I'm really enjoying every time I play it. It looks wonderful. The music's great. Again, another game to buy a Wii U for. And the next game is the new Super Luigi U. Basically, it's the exact same thing as Super Mario Bros. U, except you are playing only as Luigi and you only have under 100 seconds. So it's just sort of more of a challenge, and they actually changed a little bit of the levels. So kind of an add-on, not something to buy the Wii U for, but like I said, there's so many games for the Wii U that are actually worth it. When you go into a GameStop, EB Games, whatever, and you look at the Wii U section, it always looks crappy. However, that's because the Wii had so many third-party stuff all over the place that I think games like this or Zelda and stuff, they kind of got smothered and lost in there, as opposed to now it's only this. Yeah, there's a few shitty games for the Wii U. I'm not gonna say there aren't, but there's shitty games for the PS4 too. There's shitty games for any console, and this is, you know, something awesome to have if you're really into Mario, you're like a diehard fan. Next game is a game I got my boyfriend, and it's Lego City Undercover. I still actually really want to check this out. I haven't really played it myself, but I've seen it. You know, the graphics look really cool. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, except more family friendly. But you are you're a cop instead of like a bad guy. But it looks really cool in the way like Legos dissolve and stuff if, you know, something breaks. Really cool. Again, the gamepad feature has some extra stuff that you wouldn't get on another console. So really cool. That's why I like the Wii U. There's the gamepad, and honestly, I think it's comfortable, and I have really small hands yet, and it's huge. Don't let that intimidate you. Another reason I love the Wii U, and actually the Wii. All the fun game show games. I really like them, guys. And Jeopardy is it's good. It's really fun. And I know you can get this on the other consoles, but on the Wii you can like write your name. It adds more to the experience. I mean, this is not by any means worth buying, you know, buy a Wii U for Jeopardy. However, there's something that's more fun to play this on a Nintendo console than say a PlayStation 3 or 4, or Xbox, whatever. This is really fun. I love Jeopardy, so of course I had to have this, and it's totally awesome. Next game is DuckTales Remastered. You know, I really like this. I haven't really gotten too into it, but I need to check it out a bit more. Again, something more fun to me on a Nintendo console than on another console. I don't have much to say about it though because I haven't really played too much, but it does look really good. Like, consider they remastered it and everything from the original Nintendo game. Sorry. I'm excited because I really like the Wii U, and I think everybody who is into games and really into fun games should have a Wii U, sorry. The next game is Pikmin 3. I just got this at the new Target sale in Canada, actually. Really weird sale because, sorry, every Target seems to put different games on sale, which is really weird because you'll go in one Target and they'll have like this for $10, and you go in another Target and it'll be $49.99. You're like, what the hell? So we went to several Targets to try and take opportunity of the sale. I haven't been to everyone yet in my city, but this was $10 at one of the ones we went to, so I thought, what the hell? And it's, you know, a very big Nintendo franchise. Not as big as Mario or Donkey Kong or anything, but something I've never tried for $10. Why the heck not? So, Pikmin 3. The next game is Rayman Legends, another game that's on several consoles right now. It's not just like a Wii U exclusive. However, I wanted to own it for the Wii U specifically because of the multiplayer function that's on the gamepad. while somebody is using one controller to do something, you can actually use the gamepad to do all sorts of different movements with the touchscreen, which sounds super gimmicky because, guys, I hate like touchscreen, like iPhone stuff. I don't know, it's irritating to me. However, it's super fun on this game, and just even though this is not a Wii U exclusive, this I really recommend. Super cheap. The music is like beyond amazing. Very, very, very orchestral and epic and everything. I love it. And really fun gameplay. This is my first Rayman game, and I love it. So, and again, the interface on the Wii U, in my opinion, is better than what you would get if you played it on the 360 or on the PS3, and I know it's on the Xbox One and PS4 now, which is great. It would be probably just as fun. However, it adds more to the experience, and that's what the Wii U does with the gamepad. I'm really impressed. And the last game that I have for the Wii U, see, I have a lot of Wii U games considering the console only came out in the end of 2012. The next game is one of my favorites. Not saving the best for last. I don't know if it's the best, but I really like it. Is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I love this, and I know a lot of people have not been digging the new Donkey Kong because of the controls. I've heard several people say that, and I don't know what's going on with that, but I really loved this. It got great reviews. It's really good. Dixie's back. I love that. She's one of my favorites. I mean, it's Dixie, guys, and she is awesome in this game. You can also play as Diddy and Cranky, which is kind of awesome, except I really just use Dixie mostly because of her hair, right? She's the best. It's like Peach when she floats. It's the best. This is so good. Like, I don't know, I love Donkey Kong games, and I've always kind of said I like Donkey Kong more than Mario games because there was something a bit more interesting to me about the levels. They were longer. I love the music. I'm not saying the music in Mario games is bad because it's like beyond phenomenal, but the music in Donkey Kong just has like a really special place in my heart. And every Donkey Kong game, like all the main ones, have been super, super, super good. Visually, this game looks awesome. It's so good, and honestly, the creativity that's in this and Super Mario 3D World, they just like stepped up so much. I'm really impressed with what I've been seeing here. This is a really top-notch game, and again, different villains this time. This time they're like sort of Arctic Viking kind of characters. And yeah, I would like to see the Kremlings make an appearance. Please, next one, guys. I miss King K. Rool like I do. But this is like really good. I couldn't wait to play this all the time. And these aren't like easy games. I also want to point that out. I think a lot of people view Nintendo consoles as like kids consoles. It's like, I'm sorry, if I was 8 years old, I could not beat this. So just saying, like a lot of these games are really challenging that, me and my boyfriend play together because I'll have one level that I'm stronger on and there'll be a level that he's stronger on, and we take turns and we beat it like collectively. And I'm throwing that out there because there's a lot of Nintendo games. I know Zelda's typically not looked at as like a kiddie thing because there's so many Zelda fanboys, and it's really, it's challenging. It's an action adventure. Some people kind of might say it's RPG to some extent, whatever. Again, a very challenging game. So if you guys think you're only going to find, challenging games on, Sony and Microsoft consoles, like think again, because the Wii U and the Wii there's a lot of games that are totally worth your time and not for kids. It's just kids can play them. But can a kid play Uncharted? Can a kid play Far Cry? Sure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of the same thing to me. Just because the graphics are more whimsical and colorful and, not dark like Tomb Raider or, I don't know, Mass Effect or something, doesn't mean that it's not good. And I think that's frustrating because a lot of people view it as like, oh, that's only for kids and families. It's like, no, that is BS because the Nintendo makes really, really good quality. I think that's the thing. There's quality. They spend a lot of time on their stuff, and I really, truly, I'm going to stand by Nintendo to the very end no matter what because I really like their stuff. The 3DS has become one of my favorite consoles ever. Just because of the variety, the amount of games that are good. That's the thing, is like there's so many good, solid games. There's games I don't own for the 3DS, and I'm sure they're excellent as well. There's only a few sort of key ones I'm missing, but in general, I've got most of the 3DS, major catalog. And kind of same with the Wii U. There's only a few things I haven't really purchased, but other than that, I own most of the Wii U, main titles. And I really, truly, I'm serious when I say that I really do think it's a console worth owning. If you like video games, if you want to relive your childhood and play Donkey Kong again, and you missed the Wii, that's the other thing. The Wii U is backwards compatible and does play all the Wii games, which is awesome, because if you got, you don't have your Wii set up anymore and you have the Wii U, who cares? You can play it on the Wii, you play it on the Wii U. Because I have some, I have some Wii U games that I haven't really gotten to yet, and when I do, I'm going to play them on the Wii U. I love the gamepad. I think it's an excellent controller. A lot of people, maybe it's kind of big, but I'm not finding that it's that big. I think it actually is quite nice. And to be honest with you, there's the Pro controller, really, really nice. The controller is, I don't know. I think they make good quality products, and I really do think that the Wii U is a good console, and I'm here to say that I'm tired of the, Wii U failure crap, because I don't agree with it, because I don't understand it. I think that's why. It's frustrating to see, you read articles about Wii U lost this, Nintendo lost this much money this week, and you're like, why though? That's the thing. Is it the name? Did people get confused? Wii U is an add-on and not a new console? I don't know. I know diehard, video game people know what it is, but I'm not sure. Hey, there's Wii U Fit. If you were into that, then you can get it again. There's also, there's Just Dance, and there's other things, I don't own those, but there's lots of games that you can play. Epic Mickey, there's all sorts of things. And yeah, there is Assassin's Creed for it. There is Call of Duty. There's games like that as well. Just not as many maybe as the Wii had, but that's good. I'm liking that they're filtering out sort of a lot of the weird shit, and now it's all just the really good, solid Nintendo stuff. And I'm really excited. They've also announced a really good lineup so far. I think they had the best presentation at E3 by any means. The Nintendo Treehouse was a great feature. We could watch it all the time online. I think they're awesome. So, if you guys have any questions too, I love the Wii U, and I'm glad to answer any questions you guys have about whether you really think it's worth purchasing. Keep in mind, it went down in price. In Canada, it's $299.99. I'm assuming it's around the same in the States, unless it's $249. I don't think so, but $300 is, if you can't quite afford, say, the PS4 or the, Xbox One, and you may be waiting on those, get a Wii U. It's so much fun. You're going to get tons of enjoyment out of it. Typically, I've been really bad lately, ever since this channel started, but I typically don't buy games at this speed. With a console only being out for a year and a half and me owning 13 games, and the fact that they continuously, over the next little while, are releasing more games that I want, when I think, geez, these consoles get 7 years out of them or whatever, and I think, geez, how many Wii U games am I going to end up owning? That's awesome. I've really got my money's worth out of it. And I know there's a lot of you thinking out there, I love Mario, I love Donkey Kong, I love Rayman, there's all sorts of games, I love Zelda. Guys, they announced the new Zelda. It looks absolutely stunning. If you haven't seen any, images or clips from it or whatever, go look that up. It was from E3. They didn't show too much, but they showed enough that I think that's a system seller right there, is the new Zelda. I mean, if I didn't, I would buy it for that. It looks fantastic, and it's going to be open world, and I'm very excited, even though I usually don't like open world, but I'm going to give that a shot. Anyway, the Wii U is 100% a console I think you guys should own. If you like Nintendo and you like fun, I think you should own one. I haven't got, as much enjoyment out of this than I have in a console for a long while. This is a really good console, guys, and I think it's totally worth it. Not too expensive, and honestly, fun in groups. You can play it by yourself, but if you have a friend over, play Mario Kart together, it's amazing. And might I add, the graphics, I think, are really top-notch impressive. These aren't games that are supposed to look like real people. They're not going to have The Last of Us on the Wii U where it almost looks like, geez, the graphics are so amazing. It's different. But Mario has never looked this good, guys. And I know you guys like Mario, and I know you guys like Yoshi, and I know you guys like Zelda. So anyway, that's my spiel for the Wii U. Hope I convince somebody to buy one, because I think it's awesome. And again, you guys can add me on like Nintendo, Femtrooper on there, so add me on the Wii U and stuff. And just as a quick little reminder, on my Facebook page, I posted that I have a new blog, but you guys can click like on my Facebook page, because I post, I'm Femtrooper, not just look me up, I'll show up on Facebook. So click like, and the other thing is I have a new blog. So I've been sort of writing reviews, talking about other stuff that I wouldn't maybe make a video about. So follow my blog. It's a WordPress blog. It's femtrooperblog.wordpress.com. I'll leave all the links down here, and everything is on my Facebook page. So click like on Facebook and you'll get all the updates, whether I post a video, whether I post a blog entry, whatever. Everything goes up on there, and then hopefully you can start some discussions and stuff. But anyway, that's it. The Wii U is awesome, and I will see you guys next time.